Let's take one more look at a generic layout of a typical chapter in a textbook before I move on and actually put words in here for the unit chapter section. So you can see what a typical textbook might look like with these filled in. Remember that we have Roman numeral 1, we have to have a Roman numeral 2. If we have a capital A, we need a capital B. One, Arabic, Arabic. Then you have your section under the topics under the section, lowercase. Then it goes to Roman numerals but lowercase for the subtopics. Now let's see what it looks like when I replace the generic with a specific. In my fictitious chapter of my fictitious science book, I've got a unit on bones and muscles, the Roman numeral 1. The chapters of bones and muscles would be the capital A and B of my outline, skeletal system and muscular system. Underneath the skeletal system, we've got two sections. We've gone to 1 and 2. And the topics, A, B, and C, are the purpose of bones, the bone material, and the bone joints. All of this information from the A to the B, just before we get to the B, is connected back to the skeletal system. So we've got our unit. I only have one Roman numeral on this because we're only going to be looking at one unit. But if there were a second unit, and there must be because I've used a Roman numeral 1, so there needs to be a pair for that at least, would come down here for the following unit. But within this unit, I have a capital A teamed with a capital B, so both of these have equal value to each other within the structure of the unit, bones and muscles. And there are two Arabic numbers, so it went Roman numerals to capital letters to Arabic numbers. I have two of those underneath the skeletal system. Bones and cartilage have equal importance within the information in this particular chapter. Underneath the bones, there are 3 sections, 3 topics, and I didn't put the detail in for the subtopics, but that would be within the paragraph. So this area right here in our outline would be pretty much the noteworthy part of it, because that would have the information within the paragraph structure. But the headings gives you a trail as to how to get to the detail and how the detail relates back to the different headings of these chapters and sections and topics. Within the muscular system, we have a 1 and a 2, Arabic 1 and 2. Muscles and tendons have equal importance as far as the information. It's not going to be the same information. It's going to be of equal value, of equal importance in the author's mind regarding the topic of the chapter heading. Within the subtopics, I did not show the detail on this, but I do want to show you the hierarchy of how you set it up. We go from Roman numerals to capital letters to Arabic numbers to lowercase letters, and then we'll repeat the Roman numerals, but they are in lowercase. So a Roman numeral 1 is an I, a Roman numeral 2 are 2 I's. So we would repeat that in the subtopic area, a lowercase I and a lowercase double I for the 2 on that. You have to have some background in Roman numerals because they kind of switch around when you get to the 4s, 5s, and 6s. It doesn't just go I forever. But that's, at least I showed you how it would look in a normal outline. In your fictitious table of contents, you would probably find the unit and the chapter, possibly the section headings in the table of contents with directions for the page numbers where you would find this information in the book. When you open the book to actually start to take your notes, you should be able to see this hierarchy structure within the format of the book. The pages, the unit would be a very large font, and perhaps it would be a color. The chapter headings also would be a fairly large font, but smaller, of course, than the units. And then when you get into the sections, perhaps those would be bolded, something like that. But you'll be able to see in your real textbooks how that might look. And it will be similar. It isn't absolutely standard, except for the numbering and lettering, but the size of the font and the boldness of it is how the author put the book together. So this is the hierarchy, the structure of the chapter, and it's very helpful when you start to go take your notes, which we will do now.